Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Daisy and I am self-employed, currently working in bookkeeping as an independent contractor. I live in the Bay Area with my husband, who is also self-employed as a contractor, general contractor in construction. So welcome. And if you're returning, hi. It's been a while. I've been sick. You can probably hear it in my voice, and I've been a little preoccupied. I was a little behind on work, but now I'm all caught up. So that's all good stuff. And so today I wanted to kind of do a quarterly goal planning session with you guys. And I already started, as you can see. The hubby and I, we goal plan in quarters. So every 3 months, I have a video on my channel on how we do that if you're interested. And today specifically, I'm just going to do goal planning for my business, I guess. I've mentioned before that my business income dropped as of last year. It's been 6 months now since it's been at its lowest for a while now. So I didn't really set quarterly goals for Q1, but just because I really wasn't ready mentally yet. So but here I am gonna set goals for quarter 2. Initially, my goal was to get more bookkeeping clients, but I've found it a little challenging this past 3 months, specifically because I'm starting to realize that it's hard to find quality clients that really value the work that you do. And because they value the work that you do, they pay you at a reasonable rate, right? So I could technically take on a client at a much lower rate. There's a bunch of those clients, but I figured, you know what? I'm going to turn 30 this year. I think I'm kind of done underselling myself in a way. So anywho, moving on to what's ahead in my business. So number 1 here, you'll see that it might seem random, but it really isn't, is real estate. I've worked in the real estate industry since 2013. I first worked on the corporate side, meaning for the brokerage as an employee. I did more admin operations, but through that, I worked there for 8 years. I've had a lot of, you can say, connections with the brokerage that I worked with, and realtors and agents, etc. And then in 2021, I left and moved on to the sales side, and I worked for one of a top real estate agent. And so I did a lot of help on transactional side, you know, working with buyers, sellers, all that jazz. And then I took a break last year to handle some personal matters. And so I'm ready to kind of jump back in. And I've decided that I'm going to be my own agent. So this will be the first time that I will be acting as my own agent. I'm currently setting up some of the marketing stuff, such as business cards and such. So anywho, that's my goal for quarter 2, is to kind of jump into real estate here. So my goal here with real estate is I want to be able to do 1 presentation. And what that means is essentially I have a target audience, I guess you could say. I am bilingual. I speak Spanish. I'm Hispanic, and so I see a lot of potential in the Hispanic community. You know, specifically first-time homebuyers, first generation. I'm a first generation as well, and I see a lot of potential in them. I know that many of them will soon be buying houses. So the goal here is to do 1 presentation and kind of attract buyers, first-time home buyers, first generation, and hopefully get leads through that. So that's 1. And then social media, my Facebook is not active. But I plan to kind of come back to Facebook because I think the majority of those people that I just mentioned will come from my Facebook connections. And so overall, for the next 3 months, I hope to get at least 3 solid leads. Now, this may seem a little low, setting the bar low here, but essentially, because I'm really just getting started again here in April, really my focus is really just to kind of prep and get out there and see kind of what works and what doesn't work in terms of lead generation and how to get potential clients. So in hopes that maybe in Q3, Q4, and next year, I'll have a lot more leads, a lot more potential buyers, and that I would work with. So that's that. And that's real estate. Now, number 2 is budgeting. As you know, I do bookkeeping. And so I'm going to keep my bookkeeping clients, of course. That's my income now. But I also plan on doing one presentation of budgeting. I also see a huge potential in I know a lot of people who aren't really familiar with the budgeting community or the budgeting world. So I want to be able to do one presentation, whether that's at a community center, maybe at my church, and kind of gather, do a free presentation open to the public to kind of do an overview of budgeting. I think it will be a great way to also gain potential future clients, to see so that I can launch my services in June. So here's the goal. The goal is to launch my budgeting services, meaning I guess one-on-one coaching with individuals or couples in June, so that we start. It's going to be a 3-month coaching program, and we'll start in July, essentially Q3, July, August, September, but I'm going to start launching it in June and start getting people signed up that month to prepare for the next 3 months of July, August, and September. I also want to finalize my website. I've been working on it for a little over a year now, but I think really putting focus on it so that it's all set and done, to both have information regarding my budgeting service and real estate services. I think at the end of the day, these go hand in hand. A lot of the people that I plan on targeting, and when I mean target, I mean like talking to see if they're interested, are people who maybe need help a little bit with budgeting to prepare for buying a house maybe next year or even in 2 years, right? So that's that. And then of course my YouTube channel here falls under budgeting, and I hope to have at least 250 subscribers by the end of Q2. Now the third here that I'm just gonna put is a project that the hubby and I have decided to take on as well. And I won't put the name of the project yet because we're not 100% sure, but I'm just going to put special project. And really, this is just setting up social media, and just finding a consistent posting schedule, and most likely one time a week. And really, this special project, it doesn't have a name, but I could share the details, is sharing information regarding first-time homebuyers and first-generation buyers. I am first-generation. Hubby and I are both first-time homebuyers. I am first-generation, meaning my parents were immigrants, and they came to this country, and then I was born here. And then my husband's perspective is also very unique because he's an actual immigrant. He was born in Guatemala and came here at the age of 15. So we see a lot of potential to share a lot of information regarding home buying, regarding being a first generation, being immigrants, being Hispanic here, specifically in California and the Bay Area. So this is the special project. We've been talking about it for months now. So essentially what I need to do is set up all social medias. Right now, we've decided that we're going to do Facebook and TikTok. I think maybe in the future we'll do YouTube, but for now, we don't want to overwhelm ourselves. So that's that. And then just post once a week. And we are considering doing a podcast as well. We think maybe that would be a better way to share the information that we're trying to share. And so overall, that's kind of the goal. Now, overall, in terms of income-wise, right? Because that's really the reason why we do all this, right? First of all, these are all areas that I like to do, I enjoy doing. Gone are the days that I take on a job that I don't really like just to make money. Thankfully, we're in a place where we're not really struggling financially. You see our budgets, we are able to pay our bills. So that's that. But overall, whether that's through real estate, whether that's through budgeting, maybe I'm able to take on a client sooner than Q3, or maybe it's a special project, and then maybe I find another bookkeeping client. Honestly, if I were to find one more good bookkeeping client, I would be happy with that. But overall, the goal here is to increase my income, Daisy me, by 20%. So if I can do that, I would have achieved my goal for Q2. And if it doesn't happen, that's fine too. Life isn't all about work. Honestly, we work to pay bills, really to live. But I'm also focusing on other things that I don't really share on here, right? My personal life in terms of our homemaking, our homestead. This quarter, this season, I'll be gardening again, which requires time. I'm also trying to focus on meal planning and meal prepping and that sort of thing, learning new recipes. So I think you get the point here. If you have any comments, questions, or any other thing that you feel would be helpful that I could share with you guys, please let me know. I really enjoy watching, budgeting videos, which is why I decided to start my channel. I subscribe to many other channels, but honestly, the channels that I enjoy most are those that are in California, because we know California is high cost, right? And so sometimes it just makes it more helpful watching other people who are in California. And if you're in the Bay Area, hi. So yeah, that's that for now. Until the next video, I will be posting our April budget later this week, and then next weekend I'll be posting our March closeout. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.